Splyce, but we are ready to get into that game. So we are going to hand it over now to Miles and Momo.
Thank you very much, Katie. We just ran across the venue, and now our hearts are racing, our pulses are up, our goosebumps are all over the place, and we're ready to rock and roll. Here we go, friends. This is going to be a doozy.
It's going to be a good game, for sure. Obviously, Splyce and LG, two of the fan favorites, two of the favorites coming into this one. And again, they've already had their troubles. You know, these now going head-to-head. Two teams that just know each other, you know, like the back of the hand. But who's going to come out on top? These are the map and mode combinations that we're going to see. We're going to start on Hacienda. And if we go all the way, Payload S&D, we're going to have a couple of frequencies in the middle. And of course, that all-important Arsenal Search and Destroy will be game number 2. Splyce and LG, though, two teams that go in, again, head-to-head on a Friday. You don't expect this to be kind of the matchup that it actually is.
It's interesting. I want to go back to what Chance was just saying about, like, you know, the way that LG had a miraculous tournament. You know, that was uncharacteristic of them to get that big win. And on the other hand of the board, you got Splyce, who are one of the most consistent teams, you know, in the entire league.
Yeah.
Seconds and third, and they're looking to do something big here in London. And here we go into our first map, Hacienda. Oh, just get us into the game now. Give it to me now, straight to the veins. I cannot wait. I wanted to see this matchup actually since I saw it on the caster schedule. I was very keen. Splyce, we love how they play. Donnie Temp's been top of the damage leaderboards for a very, very long time. That war machine of his is something fearsome. On the other side of the board, you got Gunless, another player who has been top of those damage leaderboards and in his own right. Two juggernauts, surrounded by a supporting cast that is not full of slouches in any way. Here we go. Gonna open this one up with a kill from Classic, the man who's been on the tips of a lot of tongues recently. Accuracy answers back, no time in the hard point for either team just yet as they're battling for that top control. Open side is going to be the place they want to be controlling. Accuracy's going to get that kill on a John, and now Looney's in the point. First to taste the sweet nectar of that hard point. Here we go. LG now on the offense, trying to get back into this one, trying to break that control. Splyce have only got a few points out of this.
Yeah, and you see LG there lighting up that kill feed, of course, trying to get a couple points, but more importantly, trying to keep the spawns, of course, for the next. You see Gunless kind of prioritizing that a little bit, and someone's off for a little bit of a swim. That's going to be Looney. Good leadership coming through here, and that being a very important kill, able to push forward and potentially get that last 10, 15 bits of scrap time here. And talking to Looney, obviously, we talked leadership, we talked Splyce, we talked slaying power, consistency. These guys, obviously, third at Vegas, second at Fort Worth, and now looking for that all-important first place here in London. However, on the flip side of things, Luminosity, you know, CWL Birmingham champions here. They know what it takes. Obviously, a little bit of a different roster. Slack finding a double now, shutting down Temp, and another, as we do see 15 play 13, and again, LG in control here at the garage.
Yeah, it's been very closely contested. Slack finds his third kill back-to-back. Gunless trying to hit these players out, trying to stop them getting in the back end there. Off Garage, shots are through. Joe's going to be dropped. Gunless still holding that line, a player from behind, but you got to kill him. If you don't kill him, he's going to take care of you on the turn. 30 now for Luminosity as they're starting to find a little bit more here. Classic pushing that front line far forward. John making action happen on the back end, and this is actually great from Luminosity. They've got 20 seconds left. They're going to get almost every second of it. As we are going to see Splyce concede this point and back on up and let Fences be their next battleground.
10 seconds left here. Rotation, so important. Slack looking to cut it right down the middle here. Does find one. That's going to be Jerd. He might find himself a second as well. He's got Fulmer helping him out and sliding straight into the hands of Looney's. Bit of easy kill there as he just finds himself out of position. However, Splyce now back and forth as it seems. These two North American Titans sprinkled with a little Irish on one side here. We'll be going head to head. One getting away through the window. He's going to survive that fall.
And neither squad really having anyone who's popping off right now. Looney in a lovely position to slow this down. He's going to catch Slack. There's another one upstairs if he wants it, but Gunless is just Gunless, and he takes clean care of him. Splyce with the control there of Fences. They made that early rotate. They gave up points on the last to make their way here now, and they're going to try to reap the rewards, but Formal's in. Formal's on point. Can't get it done against Jerd up close. Slack now trying to find something as he's heating up the second to his name. He's going to get cut down there as Splyce fight back onto the point. Gunless still up top, trying to provide that pressure, trying to keep him in it. He gets one, he gets two on a Jerd. And this is looking up now for Luminosity. They're starting to walk away with this slowly. The break on Fences was essential, and now their final 10 will go their way. But again, Splyce, give it up, roll on to the next one. Let bygones be bygones and fight for the next hard point.
Yeah, very impressive start. I just want to shout out Slack here, 9 and 7. Not necessarily the numbers, but just the way that he's getting these kills on rotation and trying to make an impact for the squad. But again, just interactions level a little bit higher than anyone else. 76 to 43 LG in control. That's hard point here over by the rock. Nice easy shot there for Bum, but he's getting shot on the side here at the time. Looney and Temp finding kills, and a nice little breakers battle underwater. John wins that one, but cleaned up by his teammate. It's going to be Jerd. LG, though, are they able to break on through? Accuracy and Aqua holding things tight. Couldn't off those 3 important lanes. Of course, Formal has something to say about that one. A gunfight he really shouldn't have won, but takes it to him with a 3-piece.
Yeah, tidy 3 now. 10 trying to cut off these players on the reinforcements. Shots at 3, finds 2. He does get a teammate, unfortunately. Formal on point. Again, wonderful back and forth now between Splyce trying to get these trades. Jerd starting to fire up, starting to heat up as Aqua is now backing him up. 10 on point. Great work from Aqua to pick up those kills, but again, the time is not going the way for Splyce right now as Luminosity are able to contest so effectively, so annoyingly, and with that, Slack is actually going to get the final few moments. Back to the middle we go, back into the fountain. They do have open side control. Accuracy's up top, trying to find something. Gets John. Going to contest though with these players on open side. That's where the damage is being dealt. And Gunless again. Gunless, Gunless, Gunless. All we can keep saying is how annoying he's been, how devastating he's been. He's only got 12 kills and 10 deaths.
I mean, you look across the board, you know, lowest being, what, 9, maybe 8 kills here. Highest being 12. It is just 10 Titans going back and forth here. Specialists are going to be a key part of this game, and obviously the utilization of that. And talking of them, Gunless first with it. War Machine available. Temp deleted. Looney from behind as well, but with 25 seconds still in the middle. Splyce again every single second right now. Aqua down low. We'll find another. But he's shut down. And LG, yes, previously they prioritized obviously the spawn. It looks like they're doing that again, and rightly so, but they're not going to win it. Those 4 kills coming through will give Splyce a little bit of an advantage here. And the table, if they can quickly turn here, 70 plays 94.
That was a great hold in the first hard point there in the second set of rotations. Now Jerd lining up for those players, making the win through top. Aqua's got the back. Looney's watching fences, and here we go. How is LG going to break this one? No one quite in the hard point yet. They're just trying to hold that map control for the time being, willing to let those seconds go by. Aqua, Jerd getting as many kills as they can, but they still have to contend with these players who have managed to make the win through the lobby there. The gunfight's going down out by water as well, so Aqua has his Tempest to work with. Not going to opt to use it here, but still the play's happening on the outside of the map. It's all going down up front. Looney's going to the one winning the gunfights down by water there. He's been the king of the seas so far. We've seen him hit that flank on water so many times, and he's still holding it now. Accuracy may go down, but the time is going the way of Splyce. This has been an ideal hold. Slack's going to open up one there with a slam, and it is going to net them control for the time being. Momo, this is a big hold.
And that's a kill you really shouldn't be winning, but he takes it to him, and Looney will fall. LG will have that final 15, but again, it's deja vu. Splyce hit the rotation. They're going to have control of fences. This time, TAC 5 is in the hands of them, and it's going to be popped as well for LG. Who's got the flak jackets on? War Machines could be flying very, very quickly here. Classic finds one. Looking for that second. Temp escapes with his tail between his legs here, but pushing forward now. Looney will take him down, and back and forth we do see, but Luminosity in the lead by around 25.
Beautiful 2-man push there to take care of Gunners. Slack's trying to find something happen here.
Wait. Shit. All right, Nick, wait. We gotta stop.
2 on hill.
Try your fine.
Once we office steps, Fence line, you leave.
I'll see him.
One on fence. Take a hop defense on a second.
In the back.
Fence is Lamar hurt.
The back.
Do the absolute help. Fence is Lamar.
Absolute. Give me a sec.
Hold on,
Try to get 10.
one shot dead.
Gonna be a 10.
One can be top.
Not peeking me. Got me in hill.
No one shot dead. I got one shot absolute fence line. Far fence line.
Okay, get time. They're gonna be top wood.
Far fence line. They're hitting it. Dirt hurt.
On
here too. There's 2 there.
Stay down.
I went absolute. Donnie one board on left side fence line.
Right side fence.
I'm trying to rotate.
Push up.
By the way.
March pushed up close. We cut. 2 here.
One middle. Jerd dead middle.
Donnie was mid somewhere. One more in hill.
I don't see anything.
3.
County hill.
One top mid. Bottom office.
They're both offside. They're hitting hill.
I'm hitting hill.
I think Piercing.
There's
3 offside. I'm hitting. Someone come middle. Limbo Pierce. Big one Limbo.
I'm just finessing.
Please Limbo on me, so.
One more really weak. He's challenging right.
Hold Limbo. Pop 4.
Yeah.
I won't be cut.
We're still alive.
It's gotta be Jerd be cut.
Jump up office and try to kill the guy middle. I'm trying to pinch.
Yeah, one's close up too.
I got one for you guys.
Close right.
Stand up to low office. Low office.
Donnie, one shot. Close. I'm in the corner. They're walking me. One second. They're gonna slot up in a second.
I'm dead.
Nice. One close.
One more weak. Wait, that's 3 dead.
One shot Lambo, Looney.
No, it's one cut. There's one in wall office. Guys. I'm behind the guy wall office.
Nice, one more. On you cut. Be cut. Playing mansion.
Go down, we can
It's
all
well.
Nice.
It's gonna be office.
30 seconds now on the lead. Go Luminosity just before being interrupted by them. Streaks now for Temp. He's starting to find himself here. This has been a slow start for the man, the myth, the legend Temp. And he's starting to pick up pace, as you can see. 2 kills in a row, 23-17 now. He's got those streaks. The potential now for a bit of a return investment from them. Finally goes down there to John, but still. Luminosity, you heard in the comms, pretty cool, calm, very much in control, handling each other's trades and watching as every angle as they possibly can. This is great work there from Luminosity to try to take this map. Number 1. Jared has a thing or two to say about that.
Certainly does. Interesting when you jump into the communications there. It was Gunless kind of, it wasn't necessarily a call out, it was more they're going to be here, they're going to be there. They're pushing here, they're not doing well. Almost just telling them, updating them, and Gunless so calm and collected here. And now leading by 30 points here, trying to break that 180, and will do just about now. 35 points in the lead, but again, going back to Temp, you talked about it. Streaks available, when do these come in? You're probably going to see them towards those fences, but for the first time, actually, Splyce have control of the garage off spawn. Yeah,
they got Vision Pulse out as well, accuracy relaying that information. Temp is now up for Aqua. The Hellstorms come through from Temp. He's going to be able to find a little bit of damage there on the formal. Brilliant shot there on Classic as well, so that's going to be great work. Possibility now to get a solid 20, maybe 30 seconds out of this one, but you can see the play now coming in through water. That's going to be number 3. Slack's going to be the player in. Temp finds 2 with the lightning. Jared slams up. A lot of airtime, but he manages to get the kill, and John, he's going to go down to Temp as well. So Splyce have managed to break that small push there from LG in the final 30 seconds here on the garage is actually going to be going their way, unless LG can get in there quickly. Still unable to change the hand, though, the lead.
Yeah, I thought the streaks may be saved here, but they've invested them and trying to take the lead, and LG are just not giving it up here, but back and forth. Accuracy finds a double, Temp finds one, will find that second, that all-important one, but it's rotation, rotation, rotation here as Splyce still are behind. Are they going to be able to control fences? They have done for the previous 2, but it was broken by LG last time. A quick slip through, and Slack will find Looney, and now a very, very close game on our hands. Only 10 points between us. Temp heating up 32 and 20 here. The X factor for Splyce. He has been all year long, but what can he do? Can he push it through? 45 seconds.
He's on 8 kills in a row right now.
9.
Make it 9. War Machine's up. Temp's not slowing down. Can he get the point-blank shot there on the Gunless? He does. He finds Classic as well. Lightning Strike, Hellstorm. It's all in. It's all in now. They're trying to break the hold that Luminosity have. Fine, Slacked. He's going to try and get the players out back. Can't get it done. Formal's going to hold the line in the time being. He still has that Lightning Strike to work with. Temps having a blinder right now. 12 kills in a row. Can he keep it going? Accuracy's going to buy the time in the hard point. 20 seconds to go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see that lead change right now. Splyce, in the evening of this matchup, can they get it done? Temp finally gets put down. Slack now making his way towards the point, but here comes the rotate. And this is going to be big.
Yeah, it's basically all even Stevens right now. A level playing field here. However, a Lightning Strike in the hands of Temp. Look at the specialist, though, for LG. You've got Gunless, War Machine, Formal, Tempest, Slack with a slam. And John, of course, close to that TAC 5 boost. You look on the side of Splyce, and really, what have you got? Nothing. Not going to look good here for the end, but with 45 seconds, Luminosity looking to end it here by the rock. Lightning Strike will come in, and Temp, bless him, doing everything he can. 37 and 21. Lightning Strike is only going to push them back. It's not really going to connect with much. They need to step it up, but the time may come into this.
Here we go. Game clock's down to 25 seconds now that Splyce are in the hard point. 2:24 for Luminosity. We're really reaching the end of this one. This is going to be a crescendo. If ever I've seen one. Formal now. About to hit these players on the side. Accuracy's lined up. He's got too many guns to choose from. Slack comes straight in, finds Jerd. Quick slam. Shots in a Looney. There's the contest. Temp's trying to buy these players as much time as he can. Finds John on point. Classic gets a trade on his teammate on the outside, and this is it. Final 5 seconds will be going the way of Luminosity. They're not going to be able to win it here. They have to move on to the next one. Splyce have read that. They're now to make the play.
TAC 5 boost was used. We saw the slam. It was used. Gunless still has the War Machine to play with, and now that's being used. And here he's finding Looney, and Looney dodging, dip, and diving all between them. However, everything's going to start to blow up. 11 seconds on the clock here. 2:33 to 2:25 contested in the middle. And if it goes on like this, LG will win. You'd think they'll just jump off the hard point. They don't even need it as the time ticks down. We're going to see Splyce funnel through, dive, and with another hope or prayer here. 3 go down. And LG play the smart game and will come out on top. Temp, though, what a performance, but it's still not enough.
Temp dropped a 40 bomb. Like 4-0. 2 sets of full streaks. He's a maniac. Not enough, though, against the might of LG there. And we can give a lot of praise to Gunless, but for me, Classic was a player who was making a big difference maker there. Every time we cut to him, every single time I saw him in the kill feed, like he was baiting kills, he was doing the best job he possibly could. He was helping out his teammates in every way. So impressive work there from everyone on LG. The play of the game goes to him as well. That's it, first map in the books. Now we go to the search. Honestly though, going back to what Chance said, was it a one-off that, you know, the big win that LG got off Fort Worth? Possibly. The performance they just put up against Splyce was great.
I mean, you've got to kind of think of, you know, I know the rosters have changed, but last year LG kind of came over, they took Birmingham. Now they've just took Fort Worth, they're the reigning champions, you know, everything's looking good. Splyce as an organization, you know, they've not lifted a trophy in over 2 years. You know, yes, they've come close. Yes, they've got third and second. The consistency by all means is there. However, you know, can they get one over on the reigning champions? Can these guys do one better? Of course, for Jerd, it's his 20th event now under Splyce. Joined in 2016. They made the leap, obviously, from EU to NA. And is this their time? Splyce, they gave up on Europe. But is it time?
It doesn't look like that time, though, does it? After that hard point. Search, though. A new dawn, a new day, a chance to turn this one around. Here we go. For me, honestly, right now, I do kind of favor the way Splyce look in the searches, but I don't know. London's been a weird event for like who's beating who at what game type. I mean, truth be told, this could be an LG 3-0 the way they're playing right now, but I don't expect Splyce to roll over and let that happen. They're such a strong team. We've seen how they play in the cross-divisional play. I mean, their performances are generally brilliant. I don't expect it to go that way.
All right, well, as we get into the next game, we're going to jump on as we've got so many good games going on right now. Gen G, and I tell you what a squad, what a start these guys have had already, topping their pool. And the last team that they played, Denial, they could be going home back to the hotel. All smiles here, honestly, after looking at this scoreline. It very well could end that way. 234 to 149 here. Nagafen and the boys looking so strong.
Envoy, the latest addition to this team. Again, he had his debut performance for Gen G there at Fort Worth, currently sitting at 24-17. Brack, the lone American on this squad, Denial, finding himself a Hellstorm there as well. And again, maybe map number 1, Denial back in this with a fighting chance, but can they do what they can here on this hardpoint? Gen G have been so strong so far in the tournament. Another team, a bit of a sleeper team that we predicted to perform well, as they should do. You know, their Pro League results say that. But can they win an event? Can they bring it on LAN at a tournament like this? I mean, so far so good.
Let it burn. The contest will come in. Gen G looking to close things out, and they may be able to do it just here. But again, kind of touching on this as you know, the game may be finalized right now. Gen G, they look so good. But you talk about a squad like Gen G, who, yes, they made a bit of a change, obviously with Spacely, and they brought in Envoy. You know, they have been great, but it's this top 8 curse. You know, back-to-back now, these guys are performing on the Friday, performing on the Saturday, and it's closing it out. Honestly, am I surprised at where they sit in their pool? Yes, I am. You know, am I surprised they're going to finish potentially 3-0? Yes. But I'll be impressed when I see this on your Saturday, on your Sunday. Consistency is the key, and right now I'm not seeing that breakthrough of your top 6, your top 4 yet. So I'm holding back for now, but Denial, again, they struggle, but with a new team, a new roster, you'd like to think that that's normal.
It is still crazy to think that, you know, half of the teams of this entire tournament, I mean, the Pro League side of that, have changed rosters in some way, shape, or form. That's crazy. Again, you can give it to Denial there, in the same way we talked about in the way Elevator played. You can give them a lot of slack. You can give any of the teams that have made a bit of a change there a bit of slack, but Gen G did not make a change. This is, you know, still the same roster from Fort Worth, and things are looking up for them. LG Splyce, 2-1s on the stage there. No changes there. Both of them looking very strong in their respective ways, but
more games going on. We're seeing the end of one. We're going to jump into the other. FaZe v Envy, the boys in blue versus a very different looking FaZe than normal here. You got Scraps and Zero joining the club. Of course, Zuma from the original lineup, but Cell and Asim obviously coming from, you know, open bracket champions to now alongside the pro squad themselves. This is map number 1, and Envy, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's only Friday afternoon or Friday evening now. Right now, they lead by 20. Looking across the board, anyone particularly standing out? Looks like Hugh, 19 and 12, surprise, surprise. But Ake's having a good strong start as well, dropping 20 already. Streaks, though, in the hands of Hugh. That could be the game changer. And instantly, the first number that jumps out is Hugh's 111 seconds of time on the hill. Yeah,
a guy that can just do it all, and Hoop right now is certainly that player. On the other side of the board, I don't really see anyone on FaZe who's really popping off in a big way at all, but keeping the scoreline that close shows you that they're doing it right. Final 30 seconds here on the lower shop. Zero trying to find those openers. Scraps leads the charge. They're going to be absolutely destroyed there. They got sat on by Hook. Finds 2 kills out. One Silly finds a seam in the back as well, and now Hook's still sitting on those streaks, still working towards more. Back in the middle we go. And this is a lovely aggressive look there from Team Envy. Fresh lick of paint, and Envy are looking fine. This team change seems to have worked out in a big way. 5 kills back-to-back for Hook now. Can he find any more on the XR point?
I mean, we've come into the game. He's dropped 5 kills in a row. He's already got streaks. He's double positive. You can see why Enviers never want to let this kid go. He's so young, so talented, and find himself the victory right now. It's looking good for him. The Hellstorm doesn't connect, but how many points? 90, 75 now away from another set of streaks. Believe it or not, that's going to be another lightning, and a Hellstorm is just around the corner. And that corner being pretty physical there, that corner being, of course, that overturned truck itself, and again, another set of streaks. 7 kills. What do you do?
Well, you have to double up him like that. Zuma finally takes care of Hugh after, what, 6, 7 kills with streaks again. Ferry now just has to sit on point. By that time, 30 for the win now for Envy here in their map number 1. And streaks now working out there for Yuki. He drops the Hellstorm, doesn't find anything with it. But again, as they rotate over now towards Sushi, Ferro's going to take the top of Zuma off as they makes their way in. Silly's going to be leading the charge on the outside of 18 there. That's going to be Cillian buying the time they need, trying to get those reinforcements for FaZe back in off spawn.
Just kind of touching, obviously, you know, in a new addition, Decimate, a player who's kind of come in. You know, he was on Envy before, and now he's returning back. A strong performance from him as well. It's all very well highlighting Hugh. We can do that all day, but 25 and 16, a performance so strong. Pharaoh finding himself, of course, back in the pro scene, not on a subs bench, of course, looking for that final 12 points to give himself the lead here. But Envy, again, I kind of said it jumping into the game. We've seen some fantastic performances already, but it's not all clean cut, and that's what you expect from a team which is just undergo a roster change.
It ain't all hunky-dory. Interested though, I mean, FaZe, it's another team that we've seen the respawns. We think they're going to be incredibly strong. They're going to be so dominant, so brilliant when it comes to anything with a respawn. But right now they're struggling against this Envy lineup. I mean, they're not out of the woods just yet. They've just broke that 200-point mark. Zuma hoping to find something here on the rotate, but you can see Envy set up shop entirely all over showers there. They've got full control. You have to hit every possible angle now if you're FaZe to try to break this one, and they have to do it quick because you don't want to concede too many points.
206 to 239. Envy in control. Rotation does favor them. Asin finds one. Tempest coming out. Scraps and Asin find another. Hugh finds one. Still in the mix here. Hugh goes down. So does Ace. And actually hold the front door here. FaZe, they're in control. They've got a lightning strike to play with. Specialists are a little lackluster on either side, but they're all close. Zuma, Cell, putting numbers on the board. Now the Hellstorm is available. Does he just let it rip?
6 kills back-to-back for Asim there, 5th one there for Zuma. This has been a great run for FaZe, but again, this is very close for the win. Hugh finding 2 there. Asim's going to have to do something to get these players in off spawn as the charge comes through. Hugh trying to hold the line again. 247, 240. Here it comes. This is it. The big finish. No one able to get it done. Asim opting to use the streaks there to try to punch a hole through the roof of Sushi. And oh, boys, here we go. Luminosity now have managed to find themselves a lovely first start to the search here. Looney's going to throw himself off. Here we go, map number 2. Oh, the arm goes down just before he manages to get himself off. Classic nets himself some points. And there we go, friends. We missed a little bit of the round, but nonetheless, we're here. Luminosity versus Splyce, map number 2. Yeah,
we get to see Genji taking him out. We get to see Envy clutching up versus FaZe. And now jumping right back into this search and destroy. Of course, if you just missed it, LG take that map number 1. Even though a big 40 bomb coming out of Temp was just simply not enough. And now we jump into this S&D here. What happened? I actually don't know. We missed it. Oh,
oh well, 4 of them didn't go down, and Formal got 3 kills with a snipe.
There you go.
There you go.
Formal out on top. Looney, though, talking to snipes, has one of his own, and it might be a snipe off. Oh. Looney this time takes out Formal. And that's a big win here for Splyce. Of course, you already saw how strong he performed in round number 1, and a very quick communication of, we're out of there. Let's go. Let's wrap. Temp has made the call. Beast clear, boys. Come on over. Let's get this bomb down. And LG will be just kind of shoulder peeking over by A. It looks like they've read the play, and Classic's going to be first to answer back. Oh, that trophy system coming out just at the right time.
Could not have been better timed. You're going to get the arm from Looney. Big shots from Temp. He's only got so many bullets. He can't do this forever. Looney trying to continue the play up front. RK7 up over the top. Super aggressive. He's just going to get gut punched there by Slack. That's going to take care of him. Temp still holding the line. Joe with a lovely frag over the top. But there's a frag of his own from Slack. Damage, but no deaths. Brilliant work from Gunless there to trade this out. 3v3, 3v2. John comes in to save the day. Here comes the final pushes. It's a 2v2. Aqua, you better run, mate. They're all over you. Slack's going to force you into a situation you don't want to be in. And there it is. Aqua, though, he lives. It's a 1v1. Slack versus Jerd. 10 seconds.
Simply wait out that time. Check at 7.5. Slack gets the kill, but no defuse will happen. That's going to be a round here for Splyce. A much needed one as well. See Tem communicating with the squad there. And it was interesting. I wasn't sure, obviously, in regards to the play. Looney obviously sniped, made that first play, rotated round, great. Then it was a very aggressive RK7 push. Maybe just trying to find himself a better secondary. But it's Slack with the play of the round. Closing things out, of course. And no defuse for him, but he will find himself a couple of kills, maybe work towards some streaks going forward.
Crazy way to hold on there for Splyce. I mean, just running around that gun turret to have the bomb site was like NASCAR. There's two idiots chasing each other, running in circles. Great job, though. By the time, get the round on the board for Splyce. Looney's running that snipe once again. You have to assume that Formal is too. Now, Slack has yet to die, actually, which is interesting enough. Formal. ICR is up. He's going to be making his way there towards B. Looney's going to have to move that snipe on round. Jerd, aggression, pure aggression, and somehow no friendly fire from LG as they manage to get out of there. Everyone's alive, they're still good. It's a 5v2 right now. Tem is going to have to back on up. Slacked, he gets another kill. And this is just staggering. Oh. No one from LG's dying here.
Bomb is going down. Connection with the sniper. Second one will take him forward. However, it might be a little too late here for Looney. Trying to find something special, but with 21 HP, he's been chased, hunted, and he will be closed down by Classic there. Another beautiful round coming out of Luminosity, and confidence really just oozing from the squad.
Yeah, pristine round from them there. I mean, Looney's snipe all for naught. Incredible close range work there from everyone here on LG. That was a three-man push over the top. I mean, Slack's just there at the right time to get the shot punch. Quick jump, tags in with accuracy. I mean, what can you do against three players who are running together so perfectly, so well, and not dealing any damage to each other? And that was gruesome stuff from LG in that round. They played that perfectly.
Round number 4, 90 seconds on the clock. Let's jump right back into this one again. It seems like LG have that momentum. Take map number 1 and now finding their feet here. Formal obviously having a fantastic round 1, and since then he's found himself a couple kills, but 5-on-1. Looney's got the better of him again. However, can the squad answer back for Formal? Classic says, yes, I absolutely can. There's going to be 2. Can he find the third? Classic! He doesn't need a rampart.
He doesn't need nothing. He finds himself another kill, and now it's Looney in 1v3. Tough scenes to be found. Slacked. He's going to be 5-0. If he stays alive here, he gets the Hellstorm, and they get the round. No one's killed Slack yet. Oh, man. Classic's feeling himself. That was a tidy 3. LG. They won Fort Worth, and now they're here. They're really putting on a show.
Just a beautiful position from Classic again. You kind of watch it from his perspective, and it's very nice to pick up 3 kills, but the way he fires those first, gets down, recharges, gets that second kill, but his position is on point, and that's what makes a great player. Everyone pretty much on that main stage can shoot pretty straight. I'll go to say pretty confident about that one. But round number 5 as LG start to pull away. Slack now with those streaks. 6-0.
He's going to opt for the Hellstorm. Jerd's in a tough spot. Accuracy's in a tough spot. He's made the read of B. Doesn't find anything, but that's a lot of information relayed. You can see everyone on Splyce now currently sitting in mid. It's just going to be accuracy out the back. Bomb's going to be going down. Formal's going to be watching the elevators, and Looney, the possibility for a real damaging snipe here is great, but he's got to make the shots count.
Uh-oh. They're pushing him. They're getting aggressive. LG are having absolutely none of it. No mercy. Accuracy does trade things out. Aqua finds one as well. And now bobbing and weaving with the ICR up close. Not the best, but Accuracy making it look easy here. And it's all down to Slack. He does have the lightning strike. He does have the lightning strike.
Here it comes.
And it's raining. It's pouring. And Jerd is running, but he's going to go down. Look at the timer. It's got to be 7.5. Where is Slack? He's going to fall. The lightning strike infested, and
Tem. It just ruined that play for Slack. If he wasn't there in window, it's all good. He can go over the top, he can take care of accuracy. Yeah. They have no idea where he was. They had absolutely no idea where Slack was, and they were scrambling for that information in those final moments. They finally killed Slack. But man, he took a pound of flesh before that went down. Final moments here from Accuracy, who really put this ICR to work at close range. It's this next kill on John that was the most impressive. Look at that. Slide comes through. John can't get it done. Accuracy up close and personal there with the ICR. Not designed for that, but he really made it work.
Big, big round for Splyce there. Obviously bleeding out that lightning strike as well. Bit of a killer. Would have put LG 4-1 up. Of course, both these teams have suffered their losses already. Gen G having their way with them. And is it going to be Looney versus... This battle is beautiful. Looney coming out on top a couple times, but this time John says no. Jerd answers back with that Sorg, and John finds himself the second of the round already. Will finally fall, and now it's all even Stevens here. 3-3, 60 seconds. Oh, and you see that grenade coming out. No trophy.
Yeah, trophy didn't manage to save him. Temp's going to pick up the rifle of Looney. And here comes the play forward now. Go Splyce, Slack. They're watching the vents. That's going to change the plan slightly. I think they made the read that there's a very good chance that player is in there. They're opting not to do it, and I like that. Slack, basically a null factor right now. He's going to turn his attention possibly to Lab, but the rotate is slow and very steady now for the boys of Splyce. Trying to bait these players on the aggressive overextension, but no one's there to be found. Oh, Slacked.
Sorry, Shadow.
Formal with a lovely kill onto Temp. Quick exchange, Aqua can't finish it, and now it's a 3v2. Slack just look on this player down. They know exactly where he's backstairs, clean him up. Formal now in a 1v1 against Jerd. There it is, Gunners is going to tie him up. Slacked. And Formal versus Aqua to close out the round.
Formal coming up clutch once again, and again playing the numbers so well. LG there coming out on top and really showing how they are so versatile in every single game mode. Splyce, no easy competitor by any means. John, though, these first two off the bat here, taking down Looney, very influential, obviously, for the rest of the round. That sniper done, dusted, and out of there. Gave him a little bit of breathing room.
Snipes are good at doing that. Creating a bit of space. We haven't really seen Formal have too much of an impact outside of the first round where he picked up 3 kills off camera. Here we go in round 7. Luminosity certainly looking a bit stronger, and it's a push towards B. Heavy defensive hold from Splyce though at A, so Looney's gonna have to back that snipe on up. Worried about the players in the lab. Number 8 is gonna be the one to spot everyone, and he saw those 2 players hit the pass, so now number 8 accuracy can back on up. Looney's gonna situate himself again, just get that angle there on these players. Here comes the arm, and here comes the retake.
That time, as soon as that bomb goes down, 45 seconds left. Splyce already lost a member here. And now the retake gonna be so hard. Got a sniper in hand. One will change though. Looney, big kill. Can he do anything? Does he jump the bomb? Potential there available, and you see one player covering him, 2 pushing forward. Gunless jumping out, taking one for the team. Formal finding one, but accuracy trading things out. But after everything is said and done, again, LG just have those numbers. They play it so well, and as the time dwindles away, LG come out on top, and it's becoming a very common thing.
Once that bomb goes down, I mean, the attempted retakes from Splyce there were just thwarted. And I believe, I mean, accuracy just doesn't have the angle here to really help Looney there on the bomb site. It's so hard. He finds these 2 kills, but by the time they've jumped him, he's already dead in the water, and there's no chance of a disarm now. There's no chance of him making that play happen. LG are just not willing to take these chances. They are all in on these plays. They commit so confidently, and with that, they're sitting at 5-2. This is looking like a 2-0 in the series. One more round, one more shot at this. Oof. And they can go into control, Formal with that snipe.
Oh, my stomach dropped after that one, but again, you know, Splyce, they come off, I believe, a 3-0 defeat to Genji. I could be wrong, didn't see the game, but, you know, this is not good. You know, day one, you heard the analyst there, should I say? I saw them as well, just kind of breaking down how LG Splyce, they're not in the best of positions, but coming out with a big win here can change everything, and LG are taking this game by the scruff of his neck, and my goodness, finding a couple here, but Temp backing up his teammate there, will find himself now in a 3v3. LG looking to push through the middle, cut them off.
That would have been ridiculous if they managed to find those kills, but, I mean, accuracy just turns at the right time. Here comes the 3v3, and again, if you look at Splyce, they made the right play, they made everything work out, but they're looking the wrong direction. Looney's the only player watching the back. Here comes the 3 members of Luminosity on the retake.
It looks like they've read it, though.
Yeah, I like that from Looney. He's backed on up. Formal, a chance for a bit of retribution here. He's currently sitting at 0-2 against Looney in the snipe-offs. Oh, man, it was almost a 3-0. Slacked. Oh, he gets him!
Looney's got his number and
But
accuracy.
wait, Slacked! He goes for the defuse. He doesn't get it. And he came close enough. He was about halfway there.
Again, I think it comes down to that snipe. You know, if it goes the other way, if LG come out on top with that one, it's a different story. Looney, though, you see that bullet just whisper past him. He comes back, and this wasn't the first one. He connected with the first, didn't finish him. But that second snipe coming through, and we've seen it 3 times now get the better of Formal. And the bigger picture is seeing LG come out on top, but Splyce trying to fight their way back into this one.
Hey, that was a handy round to take. Got to get 3 more of those and you're all good. Here we go. Looney on the defense at A on his own. He's about to run into 5. Make it 4 members of LG now. Back on up, find these kills. He gets a body shot. Help. That's all he's screaming in the mic right now. They're coming. Reposition, back on up. Wait for the teammates to show up. Classic's got the bomb down. There's a chance for LG to close it out here, but Looney, can he find something? Can he get this done?
Oh, bad timing for Slacked here. Looney finding another. That's going to be the RK7. And just like that, a 5v2, 1 will fall. And is the defuse coming in? You'd like to think so. In a 4v1, Splyce pushing this potentially 1 more round. Player looking to run on the outside. He's going to find himself giving the round away. It's going to be gunless. No defuse here for Splyce, but I just got to give the credit to Looney. Kicking things off. I know the body shot comes in. I know it wasn't the second kill, but he just opens up the whole round. That first blood so strong, and then, like you said, screaming help. His teammates coming to the rescue, but Splyce, they're right back in this. They're on thin ice by all means, but this game is not over just yet.
Sometimes those 5-man pushes don't work. Sometimes. 2 rounds back to back, 2 good rounds. Now Splyce are within biting distance of Luminosity's 5th round. Looney. Once again. Oh my God, that'd have been dumb. Backs on up. But the real action is going to be happening towards B. That's where the bomb is.
The crazy thing about Looney is he's just staying alive as well. Yes, he didn't make the kill there, but he's still alive, he's still available. Tempest, he pulled out Sniper as well. And this is an interesting strategy. Gunless, though, takes advantage of Jerd on that one. Gunless finds the second as well. It's all starting to fall apart as Slack takes down Aqua. Accuracy, though, a little bit of hope there as he does find 1 kill, still alive. He's got a 4-kill streak, still working towards it. Looney, that RK7 doesn't even need a primary at this point. 2v3.
When he's sitting at 4 kills in a row, Accuracy sitting at 4 kills in a row, this could be huge. They know the bomb's there. Luminosity have seen that. They know that they have to make the play towards it. But here we go. Once again.
Do not peek. Don't give Looney a chance. But the RK7 is still as strong, still as powerful. And he's looking to make a power play. The concussion's got to come through, and there's no tank mask. Absolutely nothing in. Ow, shake it all about. 2-1. And that's a 5-kill streak for both them. Classic with the 1. Can he find the second? Looney him down. And Splyce still in this game. Not a Maddox, not an ICR, not a Sorg. This guy's running around with an RK7 and a... That was it. No concussion. No tap mask. The concussion comes in. I love the little bait and switch there coming from Looney. And is this LG's own doing? Have they, you know, no tap mask at this point?
It's a pretty cool way to force a round 11.
Not bad.
Pretty sweet. I've seen a few of those in my time. That was up there. Looney's a nutcase. Here we go, round 11.
Lightning for Looney.
Oh, don't put it away. He's 90 away from the Hellstorm as well. 11-7. There we go. It's going to mix things up in a big way. You know what they're going to do it the old-fashioned way. It's fisticuffs in lab. This is the way they do it in league play. Aqua's going to open it up. This round could be over before it even starts, and Splyce are smarter than that. Oh, Lightning Strike's an interesting choice. Looney's going to get a lot of information now. He may have seen those players make their way towards B, so here we go.
Lightning has been called in. Push them back. They have the numbers. 5-4, and with this Lightning Strike, it just opens up the whole bomb site. And Classy's going to push out, but he's going to be faced by 3 players. Aqua finds another. Splyce were 5-2 down, I believe, here. Back-to-back rounds here. Classic finds 1. Jerd with the sword. He's been a bit vacant here in the last couple, but Accuracy and John exchange blows. 2-1, and Splyce, they bite back. They never give up. And now they take a big deep breath. Smiles on the face of Accuracy. And you've got to just give them credit there. That man on the very far left, Looney, the Paladin, the RK7. Incredible stuff here. Where did that go wrong for LG?
Well, they run into Looney a few times. He's hitting shots. What can you do when he's hitting shots, when he's in the right place? Like, you can't clean those kills up. You have to risk it all to kill him, and he's just hitting these absolute bangers. What a search that was. But again, Splyce, the decision making was great. You know, they concede gunfights they don't want to take. They played that great. You know what? After that one, I need a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, tied up 1-1, we're going to be having a control matchup. Don't go anywhere. This is CWL London.
The Call of Duty World League is brought to you by Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, the official beverage of the CWL. Scuff Gaming, the official controller of the CWL. And TCL, America's fastest growing TV brand.
Welcome back. I'm Jess here again in the Game Fuel Open Bracket. Now with me I have Dylan, who is the captain of Bravado Gaming, all the way here from South Africa. First off, how were your travels here to London?
It was hold the mic.
No, I can hold it. Oh, sorry. I can hold it.
Okay, our travels were good. It was quite long. It took us like 16 hours in total to get here, so we were quite tired. But we've rested for 2 days and we're just ready to play the tournament.
How is the event going for you so far?
We won our first match of the day, then we ended up dropping to the losers bracket. Unfortunately, we don't have a pro points ladder in our country, so we had a bad seed coming into the tournament. So we are playing we did play one of the best teams first. So we dropped down to the losers bracket. We played our first loser bracket match and we won that. So now we're about to play our second loser bracket game.
So you have a huge fan base in South Africa, and I've heard that the key phrase is spam this avocado for Bravado. Can you tell me a little bit more about the origins of that?
It basically started with our CS team. They competed overseas last year, and it basically just started from that. I don't know, it came out of nowhere, and it just became like an emoji that it was spammed in the Twitch chat.
Well, it's awesome. finally, do you have anything you'd like to say to your many fans and supporters back home and across the world?
We'd just like to thank all the supporters for all the support they've given us. Like, there's literally so much support on Twitter. Like, our timelines are flooded with support. So we'd just like to thank you guys and our sponsors as well, Alienware, Intel, and Dell. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes, that was Jess from the Game Fuel Open Bracket. And in Bravado Gaming, coming from South Africa. We've got teams from South Africa, Malaysia, all over Europe. We've got teams from Japan, Australia. Man, we're like the United Nations, except way cooler. CWL London's lit, mate.
Not bad for a Friday. So far, so good here, Miles.
No, it's great.
What was it? Spam and avocado for Bravado?
Spam and avocado
I
for
love
Bravado.
it. I love it.
Did we get a real explanation as to what that comes from? I don't know, but that was a lot of fun.
It was just random. You know, it's Twitch chat.
It is what
they
it
can
is.
get a little bit leery sometimes. However, game on the main stage, Luminosity, Splyce. Going head to head, of course, we have just seen the Search and Destroy. And we saw, of course, Splyce coming back round after round here. Almost looked like LG's for the taking here, but it's all tied up, Miles, going into control.
That was a screamer of a Search and Destroy. Now into the control we go. Good old frequency. Looking to see I think classic with that KN. That's what we want to see. Looney's overextending this one early, hoping to find some quick kills. Klax is going to get that first blood. Maddox in hand. There we go. Quick trades out, and it's the action towards B. It's all going down. Gunner's actually running the KN for the side of LG, and here we go. Super aggressive from Looney. So aggressive, it hurts through the screen. My word, he's still going. And after that last round of Search and Destroy, I mean, why not? Look at this play. Almost managed to get a third out of that one, ties the life count up, and as you can see, that first ticket B is done. A is now the focal point for Splyce attack.
So far, so good, and like you said, the KN is out in the hands of Gunless, looking for a few spawn kills of his own here, and he's going to get Jerd. Shots in the back for the kill feed. Blue and yellow, back and forth here, 22 to 21. Accuracy will fall. Jerd answering back, the close quarters. And that Sorg so powerful.
There we go with Splyce on the offense as they're trying to take these zones. Let's have a quick Astro Gaming listen in with Splyce themselves.
Getting on B.
Push up B.
You can leave it. Top mid, one shot, bro.
I'm coming B.
Literally one bullet dead.
Nice, good win.
I'm helping down,
Okay, don't take it.
Okay, I'll stack.
Next week was Aaron. Crash!
I have your head.
Take one shot.
One shot.
Next one shot. Kill John.
Middle Pierce.
Two top mid, I think they're both top mid.
I stun two. One's trying to jump up. I stun two top mid. Still top mid.
He grappled weak.
Three their side.
I mean, Pierce dead. Watch your side.
I'm crouching.
Through there.
Let's go. Oh, good try, Lamar.
One more.
Good fucking shit, Lamar. Good call. Let's go, baby. Come on. Shit, Lamar.
We're smoking him to specialists. Jerry has 100 points.
Fools just gave up all of B for free.
Wow, what a first round that was. I mean, kills department, cap both points. Splyce opened this one up in a big way. And B didn't stand a chance, man.
That's the 10, man. Fools just gave it up for free. 3 dubs, 3 cash.
These guys are going into the next round. A slight deficit in specialist acquisition, let's say. After taking that Search and Destroy, man, you just got to be feeling it, Splyce, and that first round shows it. Here we go. Second round of control underway, frequency. We're going to see what LG can now bring on the offense. That was a big round from accuracy, 6 and 3. Solid stuff.
Can't say the same for Formal. 0 and 6. Can he find his kill off the bat here? This is a full-fledged 5-man sack here, and 4 will fall. One of them being Formal. Slap last alive here. And will respawn up first, and that's a big win for Splyce here. Very strong defense, and again, LG on the back foot, and probably still in a little bit of shock after round number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see time and time again, Splyce now, as soon as they find an advantage there, they overextend straight away into the enemy spawn, straight away applying that pressure. It's usually you, Looney. It was Temp that time. Temp's still trying to do it, still forcing those players back, trying to keep them on their heels at all times. And here we go, Jerd also trying to make his way forward. 5 lives up for Splyce right now, and Johns just have to back up. Aqua's winning the gunfights there on the A point. Looney can't get the gunfight done there against Gunners. That KN just reigns out supreme there. 24 to 18 though, Splyce still with the advantage.
Again, just strong defense. It's not like they're defending from behind the point. They're pushing through, they're taking it to them. And this is when you get real dangerous. Look at both sides here now. KN in the hands of one. Jerd obviously on one side as well, just taking them down, my goodness. Luminosity, they're in a world of trouble. Jerd, that shot punch. One of the best around, and all 5 now flooding down to B. Accuracy looks like he's setting up camp. might be calling for the help of Temp. Finds one, finds the second, surely not. Slack shuts him down, but he's done his job. Accuracy now has found two, shut him down, and everyone will be flooding to B.
Temp's there to pick up the pieces. Fall trying to get enough of Spawn. Finds his first kill at 1 in 10. Lovely stuff, as now Slack's trying to get the players out. Clock's ticking. Stopped at 8.2. Here comes the cap on B. Man, they got to do something special here. It's 16 to 9. Splyce can get this done in one solid push. John's going to be forced back there at bottom. First ticket done at B. Looney gets a kill up top, very cheeky. Quick trades, and all these trades work in the favor of Splyce. Second ticket B now finished.
It's almost like they're happy to just give it up, find kills, and play Slayer, if you like, for a little bit. And like you said, every trade just favoring Splyce. Time and time again, just going down. It's now 12 to 5. No respawns left for Luminosity. We are going to see accuracy bobbing up and down. He knows one player is around there, and his teammates have swarmed over by the zone. No ticks over by A, and Gunless actually just waiting. A perfect play by Gunless there, but you know, you can't go challenging one by one time and time again.
And they need a lot more of those perfect plays. 10 down to 4. The trades in this situation have to all go the way of LG, and you know what? 3v7. Start the cap. War Machine for Gunless. He could use it now to just buy time. And he will. Halfway through the second. The final two members are on point. He's got to choose this correct. There it is. They managed to slip the net. The War Machine doesn't do a whole lot. They can't get the kills done. It's all down to none. LG fall in the second round.
Ballsy play from Gunless there to pull the War Machine out with 3 players alive. And you could see kind of what he was trying to do, but it doesn't come out on top for him. Rocking that KM for the majority of the round as well. You saw him go back and forth a little bit here, but feeling confident with that KM. Beautiful shots there coming forward. Splyce, though, a very, very strong round. Both offense and defense. You heard the communication through the Astro game and listening, and so far, so good for these guys.
Yeah, a couple of great rounds. And Gunless made the perfect call. We have the benefit of X-ray vision with Codcaster. We could just see that the play was a little slow, and it's that kind of antsiness that, you know, just not being able to see through walls. It really helps, right? It really helps the fact that we can do that. Here we go. 2 kills off the rip here at A. Splyce looking to close this one out quickly, and the numbers are there. It's a 5-man pile on A. Look how quickly the capture point is going down. Second tick done. I mean, they're not going to lose a life. They're going to have A. There it is. Nades are up. They're going to be forcing these players back a little bit. Jerd's going to get the kill on the Gunless, and that's big. Now he can fight his way into their spawn. This is exactly what Splyce love to do. Classic in from behind. Jerd applying pressure to those players on spawn. He actually has Looney to help him out as well, so 2-man push up front. Jerd goes way up high off the top rope to find one, and quick answer back from LG is going to get them out of the base for now. A bit of breathing room, some more air into the lungs, but man, look at pressure now from Splyce. They're not even on B yet, but they're just milking the kills.
Yeah, this is just a Splyce, not only round, but just a game so far. 2 in a row so far. The 5 in the lead here. They're just one step ahead every single time. And honestly, with the momentum they gained from the Search and Destroy, it's not a surprise sometimes, but LG started to grumble. They were strong in the hard point here, but a slow start from Formal. We saw him 1 and 10 at one point. He stepped it up a little bit, I guess, with 3 to 12, but it's just simply not good enough against a team like Splyce.
Yeah, this is hurting. 21 to 18. Almost getting the cap towards B. But again, it doesn't matter at this point. Feels like Splyce just cannot lose at this stage, but you know what? They certainly can. They're keeping it together. 14-11 for Gunless, 14-15 for Gunless, sorry. It's 14-11 for Classic.
But again, sometimes, you know, in a game mode like this, we talk about the kills, the lives so much. Sometimes, and yes, the majority of the time, it does come down to that, but we've seen, you know, one single push, one wave of kills, and you can still win that round. Just one zone separating Splyce now from a lead in the series here. 60 seconds on the clock, 6 lives ahead. Sliding around, Accuracy's going to find himself a couple, but he's actually going to drop there. Classic and Formal, of all people, stepping up now with a double himself. 6 and 14, you know, catching up to Slack. We can see that there is a problem slaying-wise. Now we see the vision pulls.
Yeah, this is big timing. 1 kill there for Slack is going to be all they need to know that the play is coming down that direction for B, and we've got to keep, again, we have to keep Classic alive. Keep that vision pulse up, and he's far forward at this point, hoping for the poke. 13 to 10. Slow this one right down. 35 seconds left on the clock. Shot punch out. Jerd can't get Gunless as well. Aqua making his way forward. Yeah, the kills are fight. They're all good. They can keep trading now. Tep's looking to close this out now. He's looking to finish it with the War Machine. That's going to be one way to get it done. Sorg's on point. Here comes the play. Can't get it done. Gunless is just too strong. Formal finding his form now in the final few moments of this game. Clock is stopped. The contest is there. LG, hold in as long as you can. Hold in. No lives left.
And Formal's gone from 1 and 10 to 10 and 14. He's on a 6-kill streak. He actually maybe the one player that has kept them in this round right now. 6-3 as Gunless and John combined, and we've seen crazier things happen. The TAC-5 boost was invested wisely. They needed the round, and LG now 5-2, and it's all down to just one, and that one soon becomes 0. LG win the round. Formal steps it up.
Temp's War Machine gets thrown in the mix there. They get rid of that in a bid to end the round in the same way that Gunless did there in the second. And now we come back to the specialists, and got to hand it to Formal. You were right. He goes from 0 and 10, claws himself back into this game through just sheer willpower. And now LG are on a fighting chance. Can they turn it around here, though? One more round's all Splyce need. It's going to take 2 to close this one out for LG.
Let's do a quick specialist check. We've got Formal with that Tempest, but on the flip side, Aqua as well as accuracy. That's the big one. The vision pulse, which is so close, that may come in. It could be the defining moment.
Solid push towards B. They managed to get great ground there. Temp finding the 2 kills, but they're still on point. Quick contest. Splyce frantically try to get on the point. Formal, though, he can't pick and choose. He's surrounded by choices there, and he falls to the push there from Splyce as they counterattack this one. This is a good hold now from Splyce. Aqua making that Maddox look like an ICR at that range. Tempest still up and ready to go. 23 and 13 for him. Here comes the contest. Reinforcements are here. If he can find these trades, doesn't need it. He's got help. That's brilliant work. Formal finding another 2. Formal can't get the 3rd. There it goes. The defense still holds. The defense still holds. Here comes the play. The KN of Gunless has been solid at 20 and 17 so far. But is it enough to get the point?
I mean, on the flip side of things, Aqua 25 and 14. We saw Temp, obviously, map number 1 doing some big things. Jerd shot punch is on point. He's going to be shut down, but Aqua 25, 14. Incredible stuff so far. 2 life lead here. 1 tick onto zone A. Now, specialist check again. Accuracy does have that vision pulse. Does that come in anytime soon?
Oh, Judge stops the second tick. Almost, it just goes through. Gets the kills, gets the contest. Now they've got to get these players off point. LG knocked out, cleaned up. John also gets the right hand of Jerd.
Shot punch after shot punch. Gunless though, KN after KN, and that second tick soon becoming 3. Accuracy in a very interesting position. Look at the minimap there, that vision pulse still being held. And at 14 to 11, they have the life lead. Gunless does have a War Machine. Formal has the Tempest. Slack close to the slam as well. This round is about to get interested. 13 to 10. Still that 3 life lead, but a potential spawn kill for LG. Absolutely nothing. The top right, all goes dark, and the red crosses come through. Splyce with a very strong lead.
Oh, it's a bad look. When there were 4 players down there, you know that they're all going to be back off spawn, and it was Accuracy trying to take that advantage there. Now Jerd, he's got the backup of Temp. They're going to make their way forward. Slacked. It's slam time. He's going to make his way forward. Oh, he gets taken down by Temp. Temp may fall off the map, but that's big. War Machine's out, Tempest is out. Luminosity don't want to lose it here. There are flak jackets aplenty, but that means they're not going to be able to survive the shots from the Tempest, and here it goes. He only finds 1. John's still good. Looney's still good. Holding the line, 8v3. What can LG do? They're going to trade out. Aqua from behind, he gets cut down. Accuracy now trying to find the final 2 members to give Splyce the lead in this series. Slacked. Here's the slam time. Up over the top, finds 1. There's the contest, it's all down to him. If he buys his time, he might be able to fight these players one-on-one. Looney's going to do it. What a turn of events that was. It came down to the wire. Splyce now take the series 2-1. And we go into another hard point.
Splyce has played the numbers so well there. You saw Jerd throw himself at that War Machine. He was taking him down, whether it took his life or not. Splyce coming out on top, of course, a very strong comeback from Search and Destroy. 5-2 down, take the round 11, but that control, it was a dominant one. And LG now will be fighting from behind, going into the hard points, the mode that they took in map number 1. Can they push it to that final 5th map?
I think they would love that. All right, mate. You know who you are. All right. Hard point, though, was certainly difficult, to say the least, for Splyce. We saw the LG first one they took was Slobberknock. It was they just put them on their back. There was nothing more to it. They really did destroy them. LG were great at it. Turn around came in the search, and now that control was a pretty handed victory. Is this enough to take the wind out of the sails of LG, though, Phil? I mean, that's the question for me. Are they defeated on themselves?
I mean, Splyce are looking great. I will say if Formal continued the way that he started, this could have been a very quick series and we could be ending it in 4. But Formal got back on his routine. You know, he got back that kind of killer instinct, if you like, and he kind of got them back into it. That round that they won, he was the one to go on that 6-kill streak and kind of push them forward. Hardpoint, a mode they're very comfortable in. I think LG, by all means, they have the capabilities to push it to this 5th map, but again, are we going to see that map 1 temp? Are we going to see that 40 bomb again? If we do, it could be curtains for LG.
It seemed like the rest of the squad wasn't really putting their weight, and was Temp going off his nut, trying to find the win there and trying to just keep them in the matchup. Now that we've had a few maps to get into this one, Splyce is starting to heat up, Splyce is starting to get into gear, and with that, they can meet that intensity, meet the level that Temp's currently playing at, or at least in terms of the team. That's where we could see this turnaround. That's where we could see Hardpoint go the way of Splyce.
And that's what we saw from Aqua in that map 3 there. We saw him kind of stepping up. He was the top slayer, if you like. But to kind of briefly recap here, we had a 2-2-6 to 2-3-3 victory coming in there for LG. A round 11 for Splyce. And once again, Splyce there in that control, closing things out in round number 4. We're going to stay on frequency. However, we're flipping that mode over to Hardpoint. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. I mean, the first map says it all. It's not the 250 that you'd normally see. You saw the time ticking down. It actually was won by LG by getting out of the hard point, ironically enough. And we're going to be jumping right back in.
I honestly thought with that first hard point, if Temp doesn't play the way he does, I mean, Splyce get nowhere near that 233 scoreline. Nowhere near. That was almost like Temp's blood, sweat, and tears right there in the scoreline. Still, they're a new team now. They've managed to shed the skin of that first one. Staying on frequency, it's a double dose, mates. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Oh, London, far, far from over. This weekend is going to be ridiculous. Still, here we go. Splyce looking to take the series here. But man, Formal is a killing machine. Oh my God, he kills 3 plus a teammate to give LG the first points here on the hard point.
He ain't starting like map number 3. He's looking for revenge here. He's looking to push this to that search and destroy. Like KN, he's fitting his hand so beautifully. Slack though, we'll find one. And again, the time ticks away and it will be going to LG to kick things off here. And look at him jumping around, taking names. He has a Maddox in his back pocket. That's going to be another. Test comes in, doesn't matter. Formal's going off and he's going to be finally shut down by accuracy. But what a start for the man himself.
Yeah, ridiculous stuff. 6-0 to begin that one. He doesn't actually manage to get streaks out of that, which is typical of what we do see here on the U hard point. Right here at Elevators on frequency, but nonetheless, Splyce now trying to get into this one. They can take the lead if they hold every single second here. And the next hard point, the battle is going down. These corridors have been turned into an absolute kill box. Accuracy can't keep doing it. As John's going to get that kill there and now force these players back down. Classic with the spawns, going to get the reinforcements in there quickly. Here comes the push from Splyce. 3 men up the wing, charges through. Jerd's first in, he gets dropped. The quick trades, but my, it's gone the way of Splyce. They've managed to get through. They've slipped the net, slacked. He's got to try and take care of these players now. Can't get it done. Looney with the old 1-2 jump gets it. And now we have Splyce with the control, with the spawns, and they're forcing the members of LG out.
Yeah, that's a little 2-kill streak there for both Accuracy and Looney here, but the KN really showing its power. And again, kind of talking to the pros, we had a chat with them and saying, you know, when are we gonna see this? These are certain situations, but right now it's every situation. It is proven that it is a force to be reckoned with. Looney rocking that Maddox, another 2 kills for him, and that's gonna find himself 4 in a row. Working towards that lightning strike. Number 5. Quick shot punch coming in. Taking a tip out of Jerd's book. But as we do see Splyce take the lead, it's 20 seconds rotation coming through. Looney, surprisingly, kind of has a bit of an open run at this one.
Yeah, he's managed to make his way in. Oh, that's unlucky. That's weird. That's unfortunate. Disappointed for the Splyce fans there, but nonetheless, Temp's there to pick up the pieces. Great trades. No, gets dropped there from Formal by you. Jerd trying to hold the inside of the map, does it well, does it handily for the time being. Looney there again, just trying to pick up the pieces. The trades are so effective between these teams because at any given moment, you see the way they fan out, they watch each other's covers, they watch each other's angles. So you kill them and you're going to answer back straight away. Aqua trying to hold down the outside, can't get it done. 35 seconds remain on the hard point and they're holding it down well. The Accuracy and Jerd combo here in the corridors are working out. That Sword KN 1-2 is happening. Temp maintains that presence and the trades are very, very much going the way of Splyce. Temp with another 2 clean kills. That makes it his 8th this match, his 3rd in a row. Splyce and the scoreboard is very much different to that first hardpoint moment.
Certainly is here, but they have the lead for now. Rotation will be going down shortly. Jerd with another double kill there. Formal still firing on all cylinders. And Aqua getting himself a nice double to match that one as well.
Gunners has been relatively quiet so far. 7-5 still on the stats as he gets taken care of, and the next rotation's gone the way of Splyce again. The KN of Temp working out. 95 points away from streaks. Looney was denied. Temp get what he wants. There it is. Great work there from Aqua to get the assist, and Jerd now charging forward. 55 now towards the Hellstorm. This is great for Splyce. What a turnaround this has been. There it is. Pockets aligned. Temp keeps it going. 104 now for Splyce. Luminosity has just dropped off the radar. I think they want that game 5. I think they want to see it happen. Slacked on the contest.
109 to 30. It is a scoreline in itself that says a lot. The lightning strikes are coming in. We're seeing Aqua as well, 8 and 9. Find himself in the middle, Temp with 1. Classic and Formal coming back with a vengeance. But apart from this, this is a bit of a scare for Luminosity. Surely, Maz, at this point, you think it was 60, 70 points down. Why is that? Why are we finding ourselves in this position? And really is the combination of, you know, the SMGs coming in for Splyce, but also Temp, again, 14 and 9. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, big stuff now already. Splyce have got the next rotation underway. They managed to get the hard point again. And the push now from the members of LG, I mean, it's a bit scattered. They've got 2 players coming through front, 2 players hitting the back end. Temp's going to close them out with a War Machine Slack, though. Flak Jacket at the ready. Up close and personal as Temp just blows his way through the competition. He is going to get taken out, but nonetheless, the time has been purchased. Jerd's now there. The reinforcements have shown up. He finds 2. Or 1 with the slam, let's be honest.
One with the slam, 1 with the sword, but that's all that matters right now. He's finding kills and he's putting them to bed. Tac 5 boost coming through as well, but looking across the board, Jerd a +5, Temp +5. Accuracy as well, putting big numbers on, 2 kill streak for him. How do LG get back into this? And honestly, I really don't know at this point. They need to change the game. They need to change something.
Formal with that Tempest up, trying to get back into this one. Splyce just well and truly in the lead, and you clearly loved the first listen in because we're going to do another. Here we go with an Astro Gaming listen in with Splyce.
Guys,
Yeah,
I have a
oh,
Tempest, yo. I have a Tempest.
He
Yo,
has
he's close right. Yo,
yeah,
chill. I hear you,
Get my whole weapon in the right.
Okay, okay.
Yo, what's
Two
up?
elbow.
Have elbow, pick him up. Have elbow, pick him up.
Oh, wait, Nick, weak.
Elbow.
John's weak, good point.
Babe, John's in the right corner,
Yo, I got Howie. I have Howie.
We need flags. I got
Howie
flags.
down. One more main. Howie down and 1 main.
I have flags.
Howie 2 main. Howie
Alright,
down.
shot.
No.
They might hit this out.
Yeah,
hit it out.
Pipes.
Come to the back, I have your left.
Left.
John's 1 shot.
Alright, don't worry about it.
One window.
We have to try to get into you. Yeah.
He has more. He has
Yellow
more.
Howie.
It's close to vision.
He's holding yellow Howie.
Main.
It looks like Splyce might have just taken the foot off the gas a little bit, Momo.
I mean, foot off the gas for LG, just starting to step it up. I feel like LG, everything they've got to throw at this one. They're 2-1 down in the series. We know their position in the pools already. Splyce, though, they're hungry for this. They know how important it is as well. Gunless with that War Machine a little bit later. And of course, Temp just let it rip straight off the bat here. And John looking for his second won't find it. Jerd with the double. Looney adding to the mix as well with a 50-point lead here. Splyce, this is not over just yet.
Splyce were overachieving to start this matchup, and Luminosity have put in the hard graft, they're putting in the hard work, and they're managing to claw back in this one slowly, but nonetheless, Splyce had an incredible run of corridor in the first time round, and they're looking very, very strong again. It was accuracy and Jerd, nobody does it better. 5 back-to-back for him. Getting up close and personal, Looney, he's keeping it going as well, and it's 5 kills back-to-back for Aqua, so I mean, these little sprees are starting to build up, and this is potential for more streaks now. KN doesn't get anything done there for Aqua, the pressure mounting, but still, 20 seconds left this hard point. LG have got it for now, but the contest is already there.
Yeah, Aqua is on a 5-kill streak as well. He goes down, but again, every single player has kind of had their moment. Looney in the search and destroy. We saw Temp, map 1, we see map 3, we've got kind of Aqua, and now Jerd is starting to step up. Obviously, a little bit of a home fan favorite here. If his time to turn up is now, and shut this down. And it'd be nice to see, but contest will go through. LG, current champions, reigning champions, and don't forget, you know, CWL Birmingham last year, this was the grand final, Miles.
This was it. Very, very different faces, but you're right. Classic point. Here comes the push from LG. Got to hold back these players as Splyce surge forward. Accuracy once again with that. KN, my word, Looney up close and personal, not a pretty thing. He gets the kills, and now he's on it. The points flipped. LG, where'd you go? What happened, huh?
Something's gone wrong, and honestly, Jerd and that 1 bullet, 1 punch combo is punishing them. 25 seconds left. This time is all going to Splyce, and the trades are going their way as well. You see that kill feed dominated by Yellow, however. Antibac, Slacked, and Classic will find himself a double. Slam is available, but there's only 15 seconds. Look at the rotation. Look at those 3 yellow arrows swarming towards what? 1? Formal, I know you're great, but you've got a lot to take on, and it's simply not enough. 7 seconds, Luminosity will take it, and what? Push it to 140. Splyce, they're already set up.
But how set up can they be? Now they've got to make the play through mid. Slack's got a slam to his name, and A slack slam is a very dangerous thing these days. He's managed to rebrand that one, and you know what? Here it goes. Finds two, that's big. He's managed to retake the point. The contest is there, but his teammates are as well. Perfect slam from Slack, perfect way to enter, and he manages to get streaks as well.
You said it yourself, you know, how important is that setup right now? Slack laughs in the face of that one. Classic again starting to heat up. A nice beat down for him. He'll take down Looney as well. War Machine in the hands of Gunless. This is where the game can be changed. Black Jacket is available, but Jerd says no to that one. Shuts down the War Machine, shuts down two as well. And Splyce will sweep on in. They cannot end it here, but that is a game-changing slam.
Absolutely ridiculous slam. Classic's now going to use that Vision Pulse to try to counter back, try to find their way in. Lightning Strike just forces them all on the point, and now you can do it with another slam. That'd be ideal, or at least a War Machine. Looney finding two. Splyce are just pushing him out. Formal's the last player there on point for Luminosity, and he can't get anything done. 226 now for Splyce, and they bought a little bit of time, but my word, Jerd 33 and 22.
I think that concussion connected with about 4 people there. Slack does have a Hellstorm, but you know, how influential will this be? I think it's just been called in. I don't think it's going to connect with much. He's slowed it right down. Attack 5 boost has been put through for Splyce. They need 14 points. The time is ticking. The time is now. They have the spawns and they're pushing back LG second after second, time after time. One's going to be shut down. That's going to be Gunless. And Splyce looking to run away with this. The contest for a second, but that is all she wrote. And Splyce come out on top. A huge, huge performance from the boys, and you've just got to go right back to the start of the series where it was Temp map 1, it was Looney map 2, Aqua map 3, and Jerd map 4. I hate to leave him out, he's first across there. What an overall performance from accuracy as well. Splyce, incredible stuff.
3-1 is your final score. After a dominant opener in the hard point for LG. It wasn't like a struggle. Just a lot of hard work against an incredibly formidable team, and what a matchup that was between two of our juggernauts. Boy howdy. Slams, specialist usage really coming into effect. We saw the good, the bad. We saw brilliant use of both Slacks and Jerd slams to open up on hard points, and really a brilliant, brilliant way to just demonstrate both these teams' skills in a fantastic little showcase. And there we go. Another pool play match finished, Phil. How do you feel?
I mean, looking at this pool in particular, a little bit crazy right now. Obviously, going into this, we know how great Gen.G was doing, and this was a huge, huge game. Obviously, for the victor, not too much to worry about. For the loser, of course, now you're starting to think, wait a second, what's going on? We're talking of LG, and of course, you know, what happens to them tomorrow? Who do they have to play? Obviously, it looks like, and I won't confirm anything, it looks like they're going to be finishing that, you know, 3rd, 4th position, wherever that may be, but it's not where they want. You know, LG, Splyce, Gen.G, all of them, of course, they want that 1st and 2nd spot to head into the winner bracket, of course, for you guys at home. Go straight into winner bracket round 1. Finish 3rd and 4th, you're in that loser bracket as well. Very, very tough. No lives remain when you go into there, but it's lining up to be a fantastic Saturday and Sunday. I know we've got a very good game coming up next, a bit of a fan favorite, but Splyce coming out on top.
Here we go. Well, while this match finishes, we do have a little bit of FaZe versus Envy still going on the other side of the board, and FaZe Clan 31 seconds from putting this one away. 3-1. Lovely work again. We've talked about this squad, and FaZe is a whole lot of fan favorites on that lineup, and so far so good at 238 and climbing. They're about to put Envy to bed.
Yeah, I mean, just quickly looking at what we might have missed. Scraps 37 and 24, Cell 32 and 24. I mean, Asim as well, putting big numbers on the board, but overall, you know, FaZe, fantastic stuff. We saw them losing Search and Destroy 6-0. We've seen them coming out in the respawn so hot. Honestly, I have no idea how to call this FaZe roster, but like you said, I know there's a lot of love and support here in London for this FaZe roster, and for a reason I don't need to explain, but the contest will come in for a couple of seconds there. Slam will go down, Asim and Scraps. Does Scraps get the 40? Yes, he does. And he's also going to get the victory.
That was the Hollywood finish. Scraps with a naughty two-piece. The Sim comes in with a slam.
That was my slam.
Whoa, whoa. There we go.
Fan favorite. Scraps, I tell you what, if he's on that main stage, he is a dangerous man.
Yeah, well, they're all dangerous men, let's be honest. I mean, that's a terrifying squad in hand. You're right.
I got excited.
I know, I saw you.
I just didn't know he was coming back. Asim got the slam, and I was face up.
There we go. Well, there we have it. Another series finish, 3-1, 3-1, and we do have an absolute treat coming up for you next. You won't want to go anywhere, friends. It is going to be an absolute delight. We have, what, none other than... Go on,
100 Thieves, Optic Gaming. I need to say no more. That's it.
It is.
I'll leave it with you.
I mean, what we're calling it the next big rivalry, and this matchup is going to be a lot of fun. We talked about it on what Trading Shots was saying. Is it going to be the next big rivalry? Is this going to be the next, what, E-Classico is going to be the next phase. Optic, is that what it's going to be? Optic have a lot of rivals, don't they? Throughout the
They
history.
certainly
Oh, we
do.
can add 100 teeth maybe to it after this one. But either way, friends, this is going to be a delight. And I mean, Phil, this has been a great day of play. First day of CWL London.
So far, so good. However, obviously, you know, looking back, obviously, from where we kind of started, obviously, a few technical difficulties along the way, but so many games. I know a lot of you guys get involved in social media, you know, wanting to watch every single stream, get involved with the stream squad. Obviously, you know, whether it's Bravo, Charlie, Delta, there's so many talented players, so many talented teams as well. We've jumped on, checked out the open bracket as well. A lot of names kind of being thrown around. Who's going to be taking that all-important prize? You know, we saw at Fort Worth the likes of Asim and Cell, and now they're kicking Envy's butt.
Yeah, you see him on the main stage now. Again, what it takes, go from that open bracket, find yourself in a pro team. Dreams do come true. I think for some of those players, they're going to be nightmares, but hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Nonetheless, we've seen our former champions, LG, now up on the main stage, and a little bit worse for wear at times, but plenty of time to bounce back for them in their group. We've seen what? Reciprocity, the hometown favorites, playing Optic a bit earlier on. I mean, it's been absolutely mental here at CWL London, and as we said, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, there's tons of matches happening at all times. It is honestly a fiesta of COD. You cannot get enough.
I do want to quickly recap. Obviously, we just saw Splyce LG. I want to see that scuff play of the game. Of course, there's loads of games going on, but let's jump right back into it. Highlight it for you guys who may have missed it, but it was Splyce, of course, coming out on top. And it wasn't necessarily just the actual kills, but it's that rotation. Look at the minimap right now. We see Looney backing off and straight away aiming at that spawn, just making sure no one's coming in. That concussion was the one that pretty much took down LG. The TAC mass was coming through, but you've got TAC 5 available. You've got shot punches from the likes of Jerd. I mean, recapping there, I didn't know he dropped that many kills, 34 and 12. But overall, what a performance from Splyce. And across the board, yes, but that map and mode combination for them just worked. And I put it down to their SMGs a little bit.
I mean, the SMGs were bringing out. I mean, these final few moments, this was the rotation for the absolute win. I mean, watching that game clock has been frozen for a long, long time. I mean, Splyce hit their rotate. They lock that point down. They do not concede it. They don't let it go. The kills are happening all across the map because they were handling LG off spawn at every chance they possibly had. And with that, quite comfortably took the series there. Brilliant stuff from Splyce. Took a couple of rounds to heat up, but nonetheless, they got there in the end.
Well, I believe that's it from ourselves, from Azamomo. We're going to say goodbye. However, I believe we've got a little bit more. Jess on the main stage with the leadership of Looney.
Thank you, Momo. You are 2-2 for the day. How does that feel?
2-1. But feeling good. I mean, to bounce back like that against obviously the Fort Worth champions after losing to Gen G is a good feeling. So it's good to bounce back like that.
What was the takeaway for you from that match?
From the LG match, it's just that we have to make sure our comms are on point. Against Gen G, they weren't on point. They took advantage of it. Our teamwork was sloppy. So we just had to make sure we're on top of our comms because obviously beating the Fort Worth champs, because of our comms mainly, we're really good at communicating with each other. It's just something we have to keep going throughout the tournament.
So finally, with this loss, Luminosity have now been sent to the lower bracket. How does it feel to put them there?
Definitely feels good, obviously get a little revenge, but I know they'll bounce back. They're too strong of a team just to go out at like a top 16, top 12 fashion, so good luck to them, but I'm just looking forward to our tournament run.
All right, thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. For now, back on over to Katie at the desk.
Thank you very much, Jess. And again, this is just disaster after disaster for Luminosity to be starting out their Friday here at CWL London 0-3 now. Of course, Splyce bringing theirs to 2-1. And Study, of course, we have Chance joining us again on the desk, Pac-Man and Study. I wanna start with you though. What's happening with Luminosity?
I think it's a champion's curse. Like it's got
Nameless is fine somewhere.
What you said before, it has to be it. You know, you start off that first map, you win it. You had the trio between Gunless, Classic, who really stepped up on that first map, and also Formal. They just completely outslayed them. They played Splyce a lot of times on a Cinder hardpoint, so they have to be knowing each other's tendencies. But once that S&E came up, and they were up 5-2, I think that is, and they lost 6-5. Once that happens, I think it was a complete momentum switch, and once Splyce felt like they were able to pull that map back, they were just going to be able to close out the series.
Now, we haven't touched on it a lot yet here on the desk. And Chance, I want to ask this question to you. There's been obviously a specialist change, and that's really affected S&D. Can you kind of explain that to our viewers, why S&D might be different now?
So there's no time-based like specialist earn rate, so it's only going to be based purely off score. And I think JP brought it up. There's either 2 or 3 players in the entire league that have an average of actually earning a specialist for an entire game. So we have to see like around 11, and someone has to be going off. So it's going to be incredibly rare. And not only does that obviously completely change the game for a normal course, but also, as John brought up to us, like in the green room, it stops the snowball effect.
Yeah.
Like you have LG in that map number 2, they get up to that early lead, they would have been earning those specialists first, and then they just close out the game. Ordinarily, that's the way it goes down, and that just doesn't exist anymore. So, there's positives to it and negatives. For LG, maybe not too happy. For Splyce, they're going to be very appreciative of the fact, but it's just different. It's a tournament we haven't seen it before, and it's going to change at least the search and destroy landscape.
To me, I think it helps the strategical aspect of Black Ops 4. Now, teams, if you're able to adjust mid-game to what the other team's doing, you can figure it out and flip the script just like Splyce did in that game. Also, even when people earn those specialists now, you know when they have it because of their score.
Yeah.
So say the War Machine player were to earn his specialist, it's going to be completely ineffective. The whole other team will know that the guy has it, and they'll all have flak. You're not going to be seeing a lot of people caught off guard by the other teams.
A lot more clear.
Right.
For sure.
Study, you go into the Friday of an event, you're not having a great start, the day ends. What are you doing when you leave that tournament to regain that night, coming back Saturday?
If I'm defending champion, if I'm going home knowing that I won the last event, being in the losers bracket, you know what your team is capable of. Obviously, there's been some switches without the Rampart, no FMJ2, but just overall, you guys are the defending champions. When you go back home today, you just look at the little mistakes that you probably could have fixed, especially in that S&D versus Splyce. Like, if you would have pulled out that series, you had a chance at going into the winners bracket. So just the little mistakes that they just need to fix. It's probably, just dragging on from Pro League. They probably haven't scrimmed a lot, but just hopefully coming into tomorrow, they have a brand new mindset, and it'll be good.
Now, let's pull up our results, see how things have been panning out on Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. I believe, Chance, that Envy did just fall to FaZe Clan. Almost came back, I think, kind of let it go on that hard point. But they started out so hot so far and kind of fizzled a little bit.
Don't know what the hell's going on. Not a like the way it kicked off is I was saying at the start of the day, I think Envy will be solid, but I think they'll turn into a great team by the next event once they get more experience under their belt. But then they beat United, and I was even talking to Decimate. I was like, dude, y'all might get top 4, even better, because the team on paper, absolutely disgusting. So they started getting those wins, and I was like, okay. Then they fell.
Here we go.
You jinxed them. And I'm like, wait, how good is anybody? Because now EG I wasn't expecting to be great, but they're picking up wins all over the place. It is the most chaotic pool we may have ever had.
I just think what you're speaking to is the testament of how strong the Call of Duty World League has become.
Yeah.
There's just so much parity in that group in particular. All 4 of those teams are solid. Now, I don't know how good United is, right? That's so. If United's, I don't know where you have them, but I have them top 4, top 6, something like that. And to lose initially to Envy, and then for Envy to go lose those other teams, it just makes it so hard to judge that group.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, to that point, things are still early, so a lot can happen. But we have more to discuss coming up because today is not over. We will be back right after this break.